Good morning. Welcome to the ranch. Got chickens they're foraging behind me. So you might hear them clucking in the background. But I just wanted you to hang out with me for a few minutes this morning. Because I think that we need to be reminded that we need to redefine success and what riches look like. Because you need to ask yourself, are you content? Like, are you satisfied with your life right now? If you can't answer that with, yes, I'm completely 100% satisfied, then the God within you cannot multiply what you already have. It's moving yourself out of mental contraction into mental expansion. That's literally what all this is about. It is moving from your state of dissatisfaction into seeing satisfaction. Like, can you see God in the mundane? And that was really hard for me because the three main areas that people struggle with is either health, their wealth, or their relationships. It's one of these three areas, if not two out of the three, excuse me, or all three. All three. And you need to find the God in the mundane. You have to, because I continued to struggle with finances until I realized the error of my ways, because I was locking myself in, boxing myself in into what success is supposed to look like, what rich is supposed to look like. And when I redefined my perception about success, then I was able to feel successful. Success to me is land. We sit on 400 acres of land in West Texas. Success to me is peace and quiet. Like, it doesn't get any more peaceful than this. With our cattle bellowing in the background, I hear no ambulance, no police sirens, no neighbors. It's so unbelievably peaceful out here. Success to me is not a $20 million business, but rather a $20 million body. Because money is not your only currency. Health is your true wealth. And I've been absolutely blessed with amazing health. I never take that for granted, and I am always immensely grateful and full of gratitude about being able to move my body, being, excuse me, being able to, it's like 7:30 in the morning, so I'm trying to clear this phlegm out of my body because, here, look, check this out. When I got up this morning to let the chickens out, every morning I get on my trampoline. And so you want to get humbled real quick, get on a trampoline and you'll realize how uncoordinated and how out of shape you are. So I was on the trampoline, and if you didn't know, the trampoline has amazing benefits. And so it gets the lymph moving, and I had a lot of phlegm, I guess, and I've been moving all the fluids in my body, but it also wakes up your nervous system. So if you've got the room, get a trampoline, whether it's a big one or a mini one. You will giggle, you will laugh. I think it's the secret to youthfulness. I really, really do. I can do a backflip. And I've been working on like coordination and balance. I'm 50 years old, and I didn't realize that I haven't been, like, when you go to the gym, you work certain muscles, but when you're on the trampoline, it works all the other muscles that lifting weights and resistance training can't do. So, you know, I'm 50 years old. I didn't realize that there's a lot of muscles in my body that I haven't been using. So it's waking those muscles up. It's waking that nervous system up again. And I've had it for about 10 days because we actually bought that trampoline for the chickens so they can kind of go underneath and get some shade, because we live out in West Texas and it's so unbelievably hot. So that just gives them another place for some shade, because if you see in the background, we've got an orchard but those trees are still small. They're only like 3 years old, and they don't provide that much shade. Not in 100-degree weather, blaring sun. So that trampoline actually works. But in the morning and in the early evening, I'll jump on that to really get my heart rate going. Like 10 minutes worth of jumping on a trampoline is equivalent, according to like a NASA study, it's equivalent to like 30 minutes of running, but it's so much easier on your joints. But the point of me telling you that is, do you view your body as $1 million body? That's success. Because if you are healthy right now and you're struggling with money, redefine what success looks like for you. You got to redefine it, because it's the perceptive faculty. It's your perception, your point of view that's messing you all up, because you think that success has to look this way. Rich has to look this way. And success, prosperity, and riches look differently for everyone. So if you can redefine what it looks like for you, you can start moving into satisfaction. You can start moving into mental expansion. Chickens are fighting. Somebody's fighting over here. Living out in the country is so beautiful. It's so peaceful, and it's everything. Like when I went to Denver over the weekend and came back home, I couldn't wait to get back home. Like as soon as I got home, I'm like, oh, it's so good. It feels so good to be home. That's what you're looking for. That's the feeling you're looking for. Instead of viewing your home and your car as a dilapidated place that you live in, or a dilapidated, vehicle that you drive, you got to change your perspective. Many people don't have homes. Many people don't have a vehicle. And so I want you to start from a place of, where are you right now? Can you be satisfied? Can you see God in the mundane? Can you see God in the mundane? I heard Preston Smiles, I think is his name. He's a podcaster. Beautiful, beautiful guy on YouTube. And I heard him say, he took his kids into a Walmart bathroom, and it was chaotic. It was chaotic. It was gross. It was disgusting in the Walmart bathroom, and he had to correct his perception. And he had to ask himself, can I see God in a Walmart bathroom? And then he was able to see the blessings of his current disgusting situation. And his disgusting situation in the Walmart bathroom turned into, well, I've got running water. I've got a toilet. My children are safe. And he was able to change his perspective. So that's all we're being asked to do, is change our perspective, because it's the perspective, your perception, that's going to trip you up in life. Because you're not seeing as Christ would. You're not seeing as Jesus would. Jesus within you, the indwelling Christ within you, the God within you. This guy right here, unconditional love, the best dog in the world. And some of you have the same relationship with your pet, just absolute unconditional love from your pet, but yet you can't see unconditional love because you're so worried about your twin flame. You're so worried about your specific person. Can you see God in your current situation? That's really all I wanted to say. I was just out here enjoying country living, and wanted to remind all of us, me included, that you got to constantly train the perception, train your 5 physical senses, what you're seeing, what you're observing, what you are interpreting. And just check in with yourself. Can I see God in this? And it may not be a very awesome situation. It may not be a very good situation that you're currently in, but can you still see God in that? And slowly you'll start to shift yourself out of a desperate situation or an uncomfortable situation or an overwhelming situation or a fearful situation. And those little incremental moves that you make, you're essentially just moving out of mental contraction into mental expansion. If you haven't seen my video about Jesus redeeming me from $250,000 in IRS debt, it's significant for you to watch because it's teaching you arms wide open. This is the mental attitude that you must have to succeed in life. Arms wide open. It's just mental expansion is all this is. It's not complicated. It's not hard. Yet we make it hard. We make it complicated. We make it overwhelming. We do it to ourselves. Mental imprisonment is self-imprisonment because we do it to ourselves. Just ask yourself, whatever situation that you're dealing with, whether it's your current health, your current relationship, or your current financial situation, can you see God in this? He's hidden somewhere in there. And when you can find that God, that peace in your situation, you'll start to feel a sense of relief, and that's the mental expansion that I speak of. Okay? I love you. I hope that message helps.